So today, we're taking the silver Audi Q5 from looking good to looking showroom fresh. And here's the thing. A lot of people spray clear coat the wrong way, and then they wonder why it looks like orange peel soup. Don't worry, I've been there too. Except my mistakes looked more like modern art on wheels. In this video, I'll show you my clear coat secret trick that makes the difference between a dull finish and a deep, glossy shine that actually makes people stop and stare. We're not just doing a fender or a door. We're spraying the whole car bumper to bumper. So if you've ever wanted to know how to get that professional look in your own garage, stay tuned because I'm breaking it all down, step by step. And yeah, if you mess this up, your car might just end up shinier than your bathroom tiles. But let's do it the right way. All right, let's fire up the spray gun, get this Audi Q5 prepped, and I'll walk you through exactly how to lay down clear coat so smooth you'll think it came straight out of a paint booth. No gimmicks, no magic wands, just technique and a little patience. So here's where we are right now. The silver base coat is already down. I actually sprayed that off camera because, let's be honest, watching paint dry is only exciting if you're a wall. But trust me, the coverage is even, the metallic is laid out clean, and that's the most important foundation before clear. Now here's the thing, base coat by itself looks pretty flat, almost like a photo without a filter. It's the clear coat that's going to bring this Audi Q5 to life, give it depth, shine, and that mirror-like finish. If your base isn't solid, your clear won't save you. But if your base is right, like this one here, all right, first coat of clear going on. Now here's the secret. Don't go in like you're painting a fence. Clear coat is all about rhythm. Think of it like dancing. Smooth passes, steady overlap, about 50% each time. If you rush it, you'll end up with runs that look like your car just cried. Notice how I'm keeping the gun about 6 inches away, close enough to lay it down wet, but not so close it drips. Trick number 2, watch the reflection, not the paint. The reflection will tell you if your coat is too dry or too heavy. That's how you avoid the dreaded orange peel. And don't forget flash time. Clear coat needs a little breather between layers. If you pile it on too quick, it's like eating too much pizza at once. Yeah, you're full, but you're also in trouble. This first coat is just the foundation. It should look glossy, but don't expect it to be perfect yet. The magic happens when we build it up in the second and third coats. But lay this one down right, and you're setting yourself up for that deep, glassy shine everyone wants. All right, so while that first coat is flashing off, let's talk about why this step matters. Flash time isn't just waiting around, it's when the solvents are evaporating and the clear is setting up for the next layer. Skip this, and your second coat will just melt into the first one, like a bad cake frosting. Now the trick here is simple. Don't rely only on the clock, use your eyes. Look for that tacky, almost sticky look. Not wet, not dry. If it's still stringy, it's too soon. If it's completely dull, you waited too long. This Audi silver base is actually perfect for showing it. When the reflections start to tighten up, that's your cue. So yeah, patience is the real secret weapon here. Think of it as the clear coat taking a little power nap before the next shift. All right, time for the second pass of clear. This is where the Audi Q5 starts looking less like a car and more like a mirror on wheels. Now here's the trick. Your second coat is the money coat. The first one was just the handshake. This one's the real conversation. I'm still keeping that 50% overlap, but this time I'm laying it a little wetter. Think of it like buttering toast. You don't want dry patches, but you also don't want it dripping off the sides. Smooth even, consistent. Secret tip number 2. Keep your arm speed steady. If you slow down on one panel and speed up on the next, you'll have shiny spots fighting with dull ones. Trust me, the car ends up looking like it's wearing patchy sunscreen. Another trick, check your lighting. Move your head a little as you spray. If you see dry spots or tiger stripes, fix them right away while it's still wet. Waiting until later is like trying to comb your hair after it's already frozen. By the end of this second coat, you should see depth, gloss, and that wet look shine starting to build. And if you do it right, you'll catch yourself checking your reflection more than you should. All right, second coat is flashing off now, and this step is even more important than the first. Why? Because the paint is already carrying more material, so if you rush it, The next coat can sag faster than wet laundry on a clothesline. Here's the trick. Don't just stare at the panel. Move around and catch the light. You'll see the gloss start to level out and tighten. That's your green light. If it's still glassy wet, you're too early. If it's gone completely flat, you snoozed. Remember, patience saves sandpaper. Give the clear a few minutes to breathe, and it'll reward you with that smooth, glass-like flow when we hit the final coat. Now, while we're waiting, let me drop a quick tip. Clear coat loves clean air. If your garage has dust floating around, guess where it's going to land? Right on your finish. A simple trick. Keep the floor damp. A light mist of water traps the dust and keeps it from flying up into your paint. Little habits like that are what separate a driveway paint job from a factory-looking finish. All right, here we are, the final coat of clear. This is the one that really seals the deal. The first coat gave us grip, the second coat gave us depth, but this one, this is the gloss factory. This is where you want that mirror shine, that deep finish that makes silver metallic pop like diamonds under the sun. Now here's the secret. Don't get greedy. A lot of people see that wet gloss and think, just one more heavy pass. But heavy coats lead to runs, sags, and orange peel you'll be sanding for days. The trick here is controlled confidence. Keep your passes steady, overlap at 50%, and imagine you're laying down glass. Notice my distance, still around 6 inches from the panel. I'm not choking the car with clear, I'm feeding it evenly. Think of it like pouring a soda. You don't dump the whole bottle at once, or you'll just get foam. Same with clear. Controlled flow equals clean finish. Now, metallic silver is unforgiving. If you miss a spot, it'll shout at you in daylight. So another pro tip, use your lighting like a tool. Move your body, tilt your head, and catch those reflections. If you see any dry patches, hit them while it's still wet. Once this coat sets, you're locked in. Trick number 3, temperature matters. If your garage is too cold, the clear will move like syrup and never level out. Too hot, and it'll dry before it even lands. Somewhere around 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit is the sweet spot. That's where the flow out is perfect, and you avoid those nasty dry spray edges. Now here's one people overlook, air pressure. Keep your PS steady at the gun. Too low and you'll spray texture. Too high and you'll blow clear all over the place. The sweet spot usually lives around 28 to 30 psi at the cap, but always tune for your gun and product. As I'm laying this final coat, I'm watching the reflections stretch smooth across the body. That's the sign of a good pass. No dry edges, no tiger stripes. And remember, keep that arm moving. If you pause too long, gravity will remind you who's boss. So by the time this third coat is done, you've got depth, gloss, and that rich, wet look that makes a silver Audi Q5 look like liquid metal. This is the coat people notice at car meets, at gas stations, anywhere the sun hits. And if you followed the steps, proper base, good first coat, money second coat, and now this final flow coat, you've basically turned your garage into a paint booth without anyone even knowing.